What do we know about Jacob's ladder? The story of Jacob's ladder is a fascinating and symbolic account from the book of Genesis in the Bible. Let's delve into its meaning and significance. Jacob, the grandson of Abraham, was on the run from his brother Esau after deceiving him and their father Isaac to obtain the birthright and blessing meant for the firstborn son. Fearing Esau's wrath, Jacob left his home and embarked on a journey to Haran. One night, while resting with a rock as his pillow, Jacob had a remarkable dream. In his dream, Jacob saw a stairway or ladder that reached from the earth up to heaven. Angels were ascending and descending on this ladder. At the top of the stairway stood the Lord, who identified himself as the God of Abraham and Isaac. God made several promises to Jacob. The land he lay upon would belong to him and his descendants. His descendants would be as numerous as the dust of the earth. All families on earth would be blessed through him and his descendants. God assured Jacob of his presence and protection wherever he went. Jacob's realization. Upon waking, Jacob exclaimed, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I wasn't even aware of it." He recognized the significance of the dream and declared it as the house of God and the gateway to heaven. Divine connection. The ladder symbolizes a connection between God and humanity. Unlike the people at the Tower of Babel who tried to reach heaven by their own efforts, God initiated this connection with Jacob. Messenger angels. The angels going up and down represent God's messengers, communicating with Jacob. The Hebrew word for angel, malach, means messenger. Covenant and promise. Jacob's ladder signifies God's covenant with him and his descendants, who later became the 12 tribes of Israel. It foreshadowed their role in God's plan to bless all nations. Scripture references. The story of Jacob's ladder is found in Genesis 28 verse 10-22. Here's an excerpt from that passage, Genesis 28 verse 13-15. "And behold, the Lord stood above it and said, I am the Lord, the God of Abraham your father and the God of Isaac. The land on which you lie I will give to you and to your offspring. Your offspring shall be like the dust of the earth, and you shall spread abroad to the west and to the east and to the north and to the south, and in you and your offspring shall all the families of the earth be blessed. Behold, I am with you and will keep you wherever you go, and will bring you back to this land. For I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you." In the New Testament, Jesus made several references that connect to the symbolism of Jacob's ladder. Let's explore these connections. John 1 verse 51. During a conversation with Nathanael, Jesus said, "Truly, truly, I say to you, you will see heaven opened, and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." By using this imagery, Jesus alluded to the ladder in Jacob's dream. He identified himself as the Son of Man, the bridge between heaven and earth. Through him, humanity can have access to God. The fulfillment of promises. Just as God promised Jacob that his descendants would be a blessing to all nations, Jesus is the ultimate fulfillment of that promise. Jesus, as the Messiah, brings salvation to all people, regardless of their background or ethnicity. The mediator. Jacob's ladder represented a connection between heaven and earth. Similarly, Jesus serves as the mediator between God and humanity. He is the way, the truth, and the life, John 14 verse 6, providing access to God for those who believe in him. The ultimate sacrifice. Jacob's dream occurred at Bethel, which means, house of God. Jesus, as the incarnate Son of God, became the ultimate dwelling place of God among humanity. His sacrificial death on the cross opened the way for reconciliation between God and humanity. Application for believers. Just as Jacob realized that God was present even in an ordinary place, we can recognize God's presence in our lives through Jesus. Jesus invites us to follow him, to ascend spiritually, and to experience the heavenly realities. In summary, Jesus, as the Son of Man, embodies the symbolism of Jacob's ladder. Through him, we find access to God, fulfillment of promises, and the bridge between heaven and earth.